I come back to my store, I grab my piece, I'm putting in the diamonds, and I'm like, you know what, I still haven't tested this. I need to check to make sure that it's gold. Lo and behold, the piece is not gold. Pásame los Ray-Ban verdes. I feel so excited, you know, I feel so excited, like, it's hard to explain. I feel like we're going places, right? I feel like we're changing. The clientele and the business is taking a new direction of where we're going in 2023. When we first started this place back in 2019, you know, I could not believe that we would be where we're at this moment. I remember running around Miami trying to figure out how to come up with money so that I could stay open, you know. All the little hustles that I had to keep doing, you know, working weekends at Studio 305 and working at my corporate job during the week and still trying to figure out how to make this place grow. It was scary, you know. There was times where there was no money. I sold all the cars that I had, all the motorcycles, everything, every little toy that we had, so that we could have this and make it grow. And then 2019 passed, and we get into 2020, and we're faced with a pandemic and freaking out about a pandemic, not knowing if we're going to be open or closed. Our pawn license saved us, you guys. We became an essential business. When we had the chance to stay open, you know, as an essential business, I grabbed all the jewelry that we had accumulated for a year and all the gold, and I grabbed it all, I melted it.
Goodbye, darling. So sorry. It's time to go.
Just so I could have cash, because I thought that people were gonna need cash, you know. Figuring out that people didn't have jobs during the pandemic, I figured that they were gonna come and pawn all their stuff, and I needed to have money to pawn because we do have that pawn license. And that was not the case. People did not have to pawn because the government was helping them out with checks. People didn't know what to do with that money because they couldn't go out. They couldn't spend it, so then they started buying. And that's when I realized I didn't need an inventory, because we melted it all and we had nothing to sell. So I had to start buying inventory. And I bought inventory and I just let it happen, and the store kind of dictated what it wanted. And I listened to you guys and let you guys tell me what you wanted. And we started building this brand on Instagram. Adri came around. You guys don't know Adri. Adri's my IG. She's, well, how can I explain it? She's like my manager, but she's a friend, and she's somebody that just pushed me in the right direction. That's what she did. She pushed me in the right direction, and she still does. IG started growing, and when Instagram started growing, our sales started coming in. We started building this little place. And I was able to start giving back, because that's always been like, I think for me, it's always been super important for me to give back. And I was able to link up with different people that like to give back. Started working with other organizations too. And we've been able to not just, you know, sell jewelry, but build relationships with a lot of different people. We had the chance of working with local companies, local brands, and giving back, you know. I met a couple of guys that make shirts, people that make cards, and as a business demanded things. We met people that made videos, took pictures, you know, and everything was local. And it was such a blessing to give back, because I knew our starting point was rough, and being able to help companies during their starting point, it's a huge thing, you know, being able to give back. As we started developing our brand, we were contacted by different people. We've done pieces for the Bearded Villains, for example, and that developed into a relationship with them. One where we've been able to give back to the community, not only with this business, but with my other business, things like the quinceañera that we gave away with the Make-A-Wish, different events that we've done with them, you know, collecting toys for Christmas and things like that. And always, you know, with the mentality of how can we give back to where we came from, right? Getting into 2022 and continuing this whole drive for where we're at right now, it's been such a blessing because the store has grown so much. I think 2023 is going to be an amazing year for us, starting with the YouTube channel, you know, handling off TikTok, trying to grow that demographic and that social media platform, and obviously continue with the influence that we have on Instagram, which is huge, and continue to grow on that. You know, as a consumer, as a vendor, I want you guys to always feel comfortable when you go into the jewelry store, when you come into my jewelry store. When you walk into a jewelry store throughout the US, Miami, you know, New York, anywhere, I've gone into various places before where I would walk in and immediately I'm being looked upon to see if I'm really gonna spend money, if I have any money, or if I'm just wasting their time. And I wanted West Miami Jewelry not to be like that. I wanted West Miami Jewelry to be a place where you can come in and hang out, have a drink with me, smoke a cigar, have some coffee, and find that piece that you want to buy your wife, your kids, or yourself. I've worked hard to make it feel like family. I think that whenever you're going to go shopping for jewelry, you need to find somebody you can trust, somebody who's reliable, and somebody who's going to stand behind their product. A lot of things that happen in the jewelry industry is that we lack a set standard for refunds, returns, post-sale service. You know, and sometimes even the customer service at the point of sale is not prime, and it should be amazing. It should be an experience when you come buy something. I've had people not open the doors for me because obviously I'm tatted, I'm bearded, and I dress, you know, with a t-shirt and jeans most of the time. People tend to judge you when you look a certain way. I wanted my place to be completely different than that, and then I wanted my merchandise to be quality, and my return policy and my refund policy to be on point and on par with what I do. The service that we offer post-sale helps us, you know, maintain the quality of and the customer service that we aim for. You know, the majority of jewelry stores, you buy something, you walk out, it's yours, there's no return. We're not like that. We offer you a cashback offer, 70% of what you paid for. We offer you a trade-up offer, which is 100% of what you paid for. And we continue to innovate and come up with ideas on how to do this. We have a 7-day return policy, no questions asked. There's no argument here. It's like, as long as there's no damage to it, come back. You didn't like it, it is what it is. And we'll take care of you. And that's huge, that's huge. Especially here in Miami. You know, I've myself, personally, I've dealt with companies that do shady business, man. Unfortunately, a couple of years ago, when we were first starting, I found a piece. I was shopping around in a location, and I went over there. They had a Jesus piece with diamonds. It was white gold. Anybody that knows me knows that I love white gold and rose gold. Those are my favorite. And I saw this Jesus piece, and it was amazing. It was a good-looking piece. Had black diamonds, had yellow diamonds, had white diamonds. It was insane. Big old Jesus head like this. I bought it. I asked the girl, is it gold? She told me yes, 10 karat gold. You know, I was so excited. I didn't have my gun on me at the time. I couldn't test it. When I say gun, I'm referring to my X-ray gun. The XRF gun is a tool that we use to shoot a laser at a piece. That's a 10 karat rope. And it's gonna have the gold, 43, silver, rhodium, nickel, and then zinc, copper. So the composition of every piece is different, you know? And that's gonna dictate the color and all the other stuff behind it. This X-ray gun is gonna read all the composition of the metals inside the piece, and it's gonna give us a carat reading. So I buy this piece. I ask her, is it gold? She's like, yeah, it's gold, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, what's my return policy on it? Oh, well, you have to buy this warranty that we sell, which is 10% of the value of the item, so that you can return it in case it's not gold. I'm like, so I have to pay you for a return policy? Got it, okay. No problem, I paid it, because I wasn't really gonna argue. But I had my concerns about the piece. I grabbed the piece, it was missing a couple of diamonds. I went, I bought the diamonds for the piece. I come back to my store, I grab my piece, I'm putting in the diamonds. I'm like, you know what, I still haven't tested this. I need to check to make sure that it's gold. So I grabbed the piece, and I put it on my XRF gun. Lo and behold, the piece is not gold. At this point, I had already popped the diamonds in that was missing. I'd already invested more money into the piece, you know, to make it look nice for me, to bring it back to life. And the piece is not gold. I called them. Oh, what do you mean it's not gold? I can't believe this. I bring it back to them. When I get back to them, they tell me, well, there's really nothing we can do about it, blah, blah. I'm like, well, I bought the warranty, so guess what? Oh, you bought the warranty. Great. So they give me back my money. I lost the money in the warranty. couple of weeks go by, I go back to the store. You know, they told me they were gonna treat me nice on the next item that I buy because of the warranty issue. It was like $100 and something I had to pay for this warranty. So I'm like, okay, let me go back to the store. Maybe I'll find something they can discount the price of the warranty on the item and I can get another item. When I get there, I look in their cases, I see that the piece is not there. I ask them, what'd you guys do with the piece? And they go, oh, we sold it. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, you guys sold it. Did you guys sell it as silver, what it was? Or did you guys sell it as gold? Oh no, we sold it as it was gold. I was in shock. I'm like, how could you do that? You know, I already told you it wasn't gold. I already showed you guys that it wasn't gold. How are you gonna do that and deceiving another client, another customer? Their answer to me was, we tested it in front of them, they saw that it was gold, and they took it. So the reason I'm sharing this with you guys is because you need to make sure that wherever you're buying your piece, it's a reputable shop. Whenever you come to a store, make sure that you go into a store that stands behind their product. I want you guys to always be careful where you shop. Use common sense. Go to a reputable shop, talk to your friends, get, you know, recommendations, and then go in there and feel it for yourself. If you walk into a place and you don't feel 100% comfortable, if you walk into a place and you don't feel that warmth, that love, that feeling in you that you know this is the right place, walk away. Whether it's me or not, whether it's another small business, whatever it is, you know, make sure that wherever you go, you're buying and paying for what you're getting. You know, I'll continue to say that we stand behind our products 100%. We are a buyback, 70% store, 100% on trade up all the time, and you guys should always buy with a 7-day, no questions asked, refund policy. If you guys ever have any questions and you want a piece tested or you need some insight on it, you know we're here for that too. We're more than happy to help you guys out with that. Shop smart. Money doesn't grow on trees. Don't just throw it out there. And if you guys ever need us, we're here for you. We'll continue. We're waiting for 2023 to get here. Happy New Year to you all. It is December. Can we date this? We're gonna date this because this is December. Today is December 27th or 26th?
26.
December 26th. Christmas trees behind me. I don't have any hair. Maybe with the next video I'll have some hair. Who knows? Everybody's telling me to go to Turkey and get implants. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not gonna get hair implants. If you guys found this information helpful and would like to learn more about the jewelry industry, the pawn industry, make sure you subscribe and like. If you guys have any comments for us, drop them down below. If you would like to see a video made specially for something else, write it down there. I'll read it. I'll see what we can come up with. And please continue to follow us as we grow this platform. We're ready, we're excited, and we can't wait to see what 2023 brings for us. Thank you and stay tuned.